وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. By the spreaders spreading, and by the carriers of loads, and by those moving gently, and by the distributors of affairs. What you are promised is true. Judgment will take place. By the sky that is woven. You differ in what you say. Averted from it is he who is averted. Perish the impostors. Those who are dazed in ignorance. They ask, when is judgment day? The day they are presented to the fire. Taste your scheme. This is what you used to challenge. But the cautious will be in gardens and springs, receiving what their Lord has given them. Before this they were virtuous. They used to sleep a little at night. And at dawn, they would pray for pardon. And in their wealth, there was a rightful share for the beggar and the deprived. And on earth are signs for the convinced. And within yourselves, do you not see? And in heaven is your livelihood, and what you are promised. By the Lord of the heaven and the earth, it is as true as you can speak. Did the story of Abraham's honorable guests reach you? When they entered his presence, they said, "Peace." He said, "Peace, strangers." Then he slipped away to his family, and came with a fattened calf. He placed it close to them, and said, "Will you not eat?" Then he harbored a fear of them. They said, "Do not fear." And they gave him the good news of a knowledgeable boy. Then his wife came forward screaming, striking her face, and she said, "A barren old woman?" They said, "Thus said your Lord. He is the wise, the knowing." He said, "What is your mission, O envoys?" They said, "We are sent to a guilty people, to unleash upon them rocks of clay, marked by your Lord for the excessive." So we evacuated all the believers who were in it. But we found in it only one household of Muslims. And we left a sign in it for those who fear the painful punishment. And in Moses, when we sent him to Pharaoh, with compelling proof. But he turned away with his warlords, and said, "A wizard or a madman." So we seized him and his troops, and we threw them into the sea, and he was to blame. And in Ad, when we unleashed against them the devastating wind, it spared nothing it came upon, but rendered it like decayed ruins. And in Thamud, when it was said to them, "Enjoy yourselves for a while." But they defied the command of their Lord, so the thunderbolt struck them as they looked on. They were unable to rise, nor could they help one another. And before that, the people of Noah. They were immoral people. We constructed the universe with power, and we are expanding it. And the earth, we spread it out, how well we prepared it. And of all things, we created two mates, so that you may reflect and ponder. So flee towards Allah. I am to you from him a clear warner. And do not set up another god with Allah. I am to you from him a clear warner. Likewise, no messenger came to those before them, but they said, "A magician or a madman." Did they recommend it to one another? In fact, they are tyrannical people. So turn away from them, you are not to blame. And remind, as the reminder benefits the believers. I did not create jinn and humans except to worship me. I need no livelihood from them, nor do I need them to feed me. Allah is the provider, the possessor of strength, the firm. Those who do wrong will have their turn, like the turn of their counterparts, so let them not rush me. So woe to those who disbelieve from their day which they are promised.